What's up, everybody? This is Rob. We are in the new FUHQ, and look who we got with us. It's John from Airsoftology.
Who? It's not me.
What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing?
Coming to FUBAR, dude.
Hey, dude, thanks for having me. This place is freaking awesome.
Thanks, man.
I just got to say, totally freaking awesome.
We put a lot of work into this, dude. It's I love airsoft, and I love playing, and I love being around guns and cool people, and we got a field, man. It's looking like we're it's gonna have a pretty epic field.
And I am really bummed that I'm not going to be here to play in the field, but all the more reason to come back.
Yes.
So
yeah, you definitely got to come back.
Hit me up when it opens.
Oh, I will.
You have your thing.
We'll exchange numbers before you go.
Heck yeah. I just can't. Spoiler alert, there's a crane. That's all I'm going to say. A crane. What field have you played at that has a crane? No. This one.
So what are you doing right now? You're on tour?
The tour, yeah. Hitting all the pretty much the hot spots in the Northeast. So it's a short yet prestigious list. And of course yours is definitely on it. See?
That's because Vince. That's because Vince was like, when John's like, well, where do I go in Massachusetts? Vince goes, FUBAR. You have to go to FUBAR. FUBAR.
Anywhere else? FUBAR for sure. So, and by the way, I love the shrine.
Yeah,
that's great.
Well, you know, I saw a lot of Elite Force, but the truth is, if Elite Force had a shitty product, this wouldn't even be here right now. If they didn't support me as a retailer and they didn't support my customers the way they do, I mean, I call Vince, I call anybody over at Elite Force, and if I have a problem with anything, it's out the next day. I get it within a couple of days. They stand behind their stuff, and if it wasn't for that, dude, I mean, honestly, this wouldn't even be here right now.
Same reason I'm on the tour. Same exact reason. It's just, you know, there are so many good reasons that they're doing so well. It's because they do everything right.
I had a customer of mine bought a 416 limited edition. Mm-hmm. He bought it off of a Reddit.
No, there you go. That's scary.
So he paid like $200 for it, and it came in.
That's a good deal.
Well, the gun's here. The kid wants me to sign it.
Okay.
Because the story you'll enjoy.
Does it have internals at all?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, yes and no. Yes and no. Right. The motor was out of it. The inner barrel was out of it. Couldn't figure out why. And he brought it to me and said, "Rob, will you put this back together for me?" And so the tech and I got together, and we're looking at it. I'm like, wait a minute, something's really freaking funny about this. And the outer barrel is like this.
Oh.
And I'm like, all right, so what happened is obviously somebody dropped it on the barrel. The kid didn't know this. So, you know, and this was the kid's gun. This is what he searched for. He wanted this limited edition 416. This is the gun he wanted. He didn't want anything else but this gun. And the motor plate was, the adjusting screw was stripped out.
Oh, man.
I mean, it was a basket case.
Yeah.
In the motorcycle world, we would call that a basket case. So he brought it to me, and I was like, "Hey, Vince." I called Vince. I'm like, "Dude, what do you got for me, bro?" And he's like, and this was like right after we first opened, and Vince was like, "Dude, I got you." Next thing you know, he sent me a box of parts. Like literally sent me a box of parts for nothing.
That's cool.
So we turned around, we put all the stuff in the gun for the kid for nothing. That's what we do here.
That's really cool.
So that gun's here today, and he wants you to sign it.
Done.
Sign the case. But this is the level of customer support that Elite Force gives me. And you know, I understand. And this was just supposed to be you and I, you know, shooting the shit together. And,
oh yeah.
But it's now sounding like an Elite Force commercial. But it's not really meant to be that way.
We need a cash register sound and like a little trademark thing to pop up on the screen.
Dude, I'm going to email you this video, or you can take it with you before you go and you can put sound effects in it. But I mean, seriously, I mean, dude, the new 4CRS, the gun is awesome.
I don't even have one of those.
I have 3 of them.
You have 3, see?
I have 3 of them.
Gun envy.
That and the G28. I have. Yeah. I personally have 2 of them.
Yep.
I've sold 6 of them, but.
Well, I brought one of those in, and I look around. You have 2 in here already. I'm like, well, don't need to take this out of the box.
But yeah, I mean, dude, I love their product, and you know, Vince is cool. I mean, I even had after I was my whole debacle out in New Mexico, and my viewers will know about the debacle because they got to watch it.
Yeah, and I heard about it. Nightmare.
And
total nightmare.
On my way back, I was coming through Oklahoma, and I'm like, from Oklahoma City to Fort Smith was like an hour and 15 minutes or something like that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stop in at Umarex. And I got to go there. I saw the first 5 prototype G28s. Cliff took me through the whole entire building, the warehouse.
That place huge.
Awesome place.
It's massive.
And everybody there is just cool as hell, man. And
yep.
that's why this is here. You know, and it looks great.
It does. You spend a lot of time on that. A whole lot of time.
But so I mean, anything you want to say, John?
No, I mean, just got to say, this is cool. I mean, we were talking too, and when I walked in the shop, I mean, to get away from the sales pitch here, he goes, do you notice something about the shop? And I'm looking around going, yeah, you got like, it's really clean. It's like, the displays are great. You actually have prices displayed, which is rare. He's like, no, look closer. And it took me a second for it to soak in. And the fact that you can touch everything on the wall. I know I'm pointing over here because it's off camera. That there's no glass counter with everything behind it where you can't walk up to it.
I'll do like a pickup shot with
you'll need
voiceover.
the magic of editing right now. Like the Scooby-Doo, like dissolve, you got to do that, and then like the sounds, and then we'll cut to that. But yeah, the fact that you could walk in and there's everything. You can just grab it off the wall and look at it. It's not like, hey, can I please see this one? Can I please see that one? That is super cool. And it's just one of those things, I guess I'm so used to walking in shops, I missed probably one of the neatest things about your pro shop here.
It's for airsofters by an airsofter, and you know, it works twofold. I want my customers to come in and feel like they're at home, like the gun wall's their gun wall. But it also is, you know, you get to walk up to a gun. You don't feel pressured to buy anything. You pick it up, you fall in love with it, you buy it. It works well for both of us. You know what I mean? It does. I mean, it works so that I'm moving inventory. I can keep sinking more money into my field, but it also gives you the sense of, wow, you know, I'm empowered and nobody's like trying to force something down my throat. I just got to, you know, very organically just walk up to the wall and just touch something and feel it, and you know, and just be like, oh yeah, this is the gun. And a lot of guns we have demo models of too, where unlike a lot of stores too, we have an actual range where you can go and test some guns out.
Which is cool, because I mean, before you obviously buy something sight unseen off the wall, or at least sight, but you don't get to actually use it.
Yep.
So, and then I ask the most important question. I'm going to flip this thing around so I can view.
That's fine.
All right. So seriously, when does the beard product care line come out?
It's funny that you ask.
Because look at this, man. I'm like, this is like junior woodchuck mode compared to that. So this is beard in training.
Yeah, well, see, you know, the problem is that the new fad with the beards, I've had this for like 15 years.
I know, I've had mine before the hipsters, and then the hipsters all started having them, and now the hipsters are going to mustaches, so I think we're back, man. Yeah, we're back.
Yeah, I want to go back to just being and it's weird, because I walk into places and dudes go, man, that's an awesome beard, can I touch it? I'm like, no, dude.
Yeah,
you can't. You're not touching
It's
my
not
beard.
a petting zoo, all right?
I've never had dudes compliment me before, and it's kind of weird. Like, an epic beard, bro. Awesome beard, dude. People just walk up to me and I'm like, okay.
Instant friends. So yeah, beard
product line. I actually use Grave Before Shave. Cha-ching.
Yeah.
I feel like
sound effects, right?
Well, no, we need
we need a 1-900 number to call, right at the bottom, where you can order.
No, we need I need to intercut Garth and
Wayne and Garth.
Wayne's World. Yeah, Wayne's World. When they were like, oh, we're not product tours, and then he's holding up the Doritos, and he's got the Adidas on.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I
do have Adidas on.
511 Tactical.
Yeah.
No, I use Grave Before Shave, and I actually sent those guys an email because I want to do a FUBAR, FUBeard.
FUBeard, I like that. FUBeard.
Yeah, FUBeard, yep. Well, we're in FUHQ right now.
Right, it is.
So
which I like the net, yeah. Beard,
HQ,
yeah,
FUHQ.
Yeah, I like
yes, we're in FUHQ.
I'm trying to keep mine PG. I'm PG on the camera, you guys.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to be PG too.
Until you watch my gameplay videos, there's a lot of bleeping.
Beep, 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 beep.
There's a lot. I'm terrible. Filters off.
Have you played? You played with Chet, right?
Oh yeah.
Dude, you know, he put up a video the other day of he's running with PPQ, with the tracer.
Yeah, with the tracer unit.
The
Yep,
tracer
the
unit.
SG tracer unit. Yeah.
You know what I took away from that video?
What?
Everybody called their hits, and everybody had a great time.
You're
if
right.
you watch that video,
you're right.
Everybody called their hits. There was no BS. Everybody just had a great time.
I wonder if it was the field.
So
it was cool.
That field's obviously doing something right.
Yeah.
It's obviously doing something right, because
maybe it's just the fact that if you have a tracer BB coming at you, and it's pretty hard to
No, some of those...
Because you can't see it. You really, when you're on the receiving end of those, you can't see the tracer BB coming at you.
No, you can't. But
it's only like if you're delivering.
Watch that video, because you'll see kids like, he's like, 45 feet away, and the kid gets hit, and he like looks down, and he's like, oh yeah, hit. And it was like, it was amazing to me that, and everybody was laughing, and it was just what the sport was supposed to. It was one of the best videos I've seen in a very long time.
It's the field culture. It has to be, because I've seen, if you have a field that you allow even your best customers to come in and start creeping around and not calling hits and getting slack on the rules, you end up with a bad field culture, and you'll run away 90% of your customer base.
Yep.
You have to, I mean, even if they're your best friend, you got to put the smack down on them, and you got to have just rules from day one that, cheating is zero tolerance. We've all been there. I mean, I'm sure I know I've been hit sometimes. I'm like, did I get hit? Did I not? And you just, when in doubt, call yourself out, right?
Yep.
But, I'm sure there have been times where I've been hit, didn't even know it because you're just in the mode. But given those few oddball moments, you got hit. I mean, come on, it's the whole reason we play. It's the difference between us and other, projectile-based. I try not to talk trash about that. I used to be a paintballer. But, there's no marking, right? And it's all about the honor. So.
John, hold on 1 second. Matt, please tell me that thing is videoing, because I'll cry if it's not. It's still okay.
Good.
Because I'm leaving that in there.
Okay, good.
Yeah. That's dude. That honestly, and I saw your video. God, the title of it is escaping me right now. But it was you were talking about pretty like uncool things in airsoft.
Yeah. What's the one with our kids ruining airsoft?
Our kids ruining airsoft. It wasn't even that. It was just there was like certain things that were like bad about airsoft that people need to literally. This is the FUBAR channel, so it's people need to pull their heads out of their asses. And I wanted to throw, and it was awesome. Like if I ever met you outside of the store, I was actually going to video this because I want to ask your opinion on something.
Fire away.
I have this idea of what's wrong in airsoft, and this is coming from somebody who plays airsoft but kind of detached, and I kind of look at things from like an overall perspective. I think people take themselves way too seriously, and that causes massive issues. Just, I don't know, like I'm better than everybody else, and if I don't do X, Y, and Z, and then you get guys that are blatant. They say, I don't like airsoft. I hate airsoft. I only do Milsim. I would never step on a local field. I only do, national ops, and I'm better than everybody else. And while you wave your hand like this and take a pull from your vape, and then, I honestly think, and tell me if I'm wrong on this one, I see a lot of the Call of Duty Battlefield culture where people, because of the game, because they grew up playing that game, or any of those games that, you get hit, your screen starts turning blood red, and then you duck down a little bit and you come back to life. Yeah, the magic respawn. That they're not calling their hits because they feel invincible, or they feel that it's dishonorable to get hit. Like I'm doing a bad job, and you know what I mean? Like I'm failing at winning. Yeah. When the whole point is to get shot and go back to spawn and come back. Honestly, I'll start with that one first. I think that's, and just getting totally opinionated here, comes from the whole participation trophy mentality. That there is no winner, there's no loser, everybody gets a trophy, right? So why should I call my hit? We're all winners here, right? No. This hobby teaches you a lot of things, and one's learning how to lose, learning how to get better. Every time I get hit, it's a little middle thing. Like, what can I do to not have that happen again? What can I do to fix that problem? Usually 99 times out of 100, it's me being stupid, which is unfortunately a chronic illness of mine. The other thing is the try-hardism, is I've seen, and that to me is another big thing. And the elitism is really what it is. That I only play Milsim, and that's it, and, or I only speed soft, or I only, do this, or I only do that. That's really prevalent. The cliquishness and elitism is another big thing that I've seen as a problem. I think those two are probably the biggest scourges to what we do here as a hobby or sport. We don't call it spotty. Some people call it that as a blend of the words. Both of those are, I think, the biggest detriment. If we can get rid of those two things, and just look, we're all a bunch of grown men or whatever, just kids. I'm a kid, and they say, shoot each other with toy guns. At the end of the day, that's what we're doing. We're playing BB Wars like we did when we were kids in our backyard. That's really what I did when I was younger. I'm dating myself.
But I mean,
I think I got it.
How can you take yourself seriously when you're running around with a toy gun shooting each other?
Yep.
Have fun.
Yep. I've known people that actually just hate airsoft and find no joy in it, and they only do the Milsim thing, and it's like, why are you going to be like miserable? And I mean, this is fun. I go out there. I mean, the most fun I have is I grab that GL06 right there, the ASG one, or I grab anything, dude. The thing that puts the biggest smile on my face is walking in a room with 90 BBs coming out at the end of that thing, dude, and watching everybody go, oh my God! Dude, I smile, I laugh, I cry, I'm dying laughing, you know what I mean? I love this sport. I absolutely love it. I love doing what I do. I love going out there and shooting people and, meeting new people all the time and, hanging out, and my customers come in the store and they come in the store one time, they don't even need to buy anything, they become family, you know what I mean? And now that we got a field coming, it's...
And behind the camera, there's a whole bunch of family, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. You can't see them. All right, we're going to spin it. There we go. Too far away. Bring it in. All right, now you're really FUBAR this whole thing.
When we started this, then our initial video was, we called these the FUBAR no bullshit reviews, because I'm not somebody that can be bought. So if I don't like something, I won't review it.
Yeah.
I won't talk crap about it, but I just won't do it.
That's my channel too. I mean, a lot of people ask about that, just to kind of cap this thing off. They go, why don't you, I always have like positives, and there's always improvements on everything I review, because nothing's perfect. But it's like, why don't you review this or this? Well, there's a lot of things that have been reviewed and never made the channel. Because it's like, all right, do you really want me? Because here's what it's going to be, and just... and that's what I do always, but I do work with companies that way, and I've had a lot of opportunity through finding problems with some products you even have here in the shop. I've had the opportunity to get early on and have them and find issues and get them fixed. And then come back and do a fresh review. You'll never see the old one because it was fixed usually before release date or something like that. And that's been really cool to be able to help work with companies that help fix problems. And not just Elite Force, they're awesome at it. But there's other great companies out there too that are really awesome to work with and just... that are wanting input to get things fixed. But yeah, you'll never see like this is a hunk of junk, because most every company I work with is willing to take criticism and constructive criticism and fix the problem.
Except for one.
Yeah. Who? No. I don't take sides. I'm Switzerland.
No taking sides, no taking sides. Just, if you know your product sucks, you probably shouldn't have it out there.
There's some out there. I mean, it's not all roses in this hobby, that's for sure.
Like I said, I got Elite Force. I give the guys at ASG a lot of credit. They make a really great product. You got a chance to get your hands on some of their M4s today. Yeah,
which is, I believe it or not, the first time I've seen an ASG M4 in person. Awesome. Like really, had a chance to work with it, which is really odd considering I have an Evo. And I love my Evo. Oh man, the gun's so awesome. Yeah.
We got to get out there and play with her.
I know, we do.
Just one of these days.
When I come back for the field,
yes,
it's Evo versus Evo.
We're looking at a November 1st opening.
What? Dang, that is like 7 days away.
No, it's 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Today's the 21st, about 10 days away. So yeah.
Well, I want to open up on a Halloween, but we'll see.
Have like mask game where everybody would dress up in costume.
We were going to do the first Airsoft haunted house. We got guys with chainsaws and blood, and they were going to come out, and it was going to be like Texas Chainsaw Massacre with airsoft guns.
And nobody ever came back. They got scared to death and left.
There's some hollow spots underneath the concrete out there.
Yeah. Is Jimmy Hoffa out there?
Yeah, pretty much. All right, guys. John's got to get on his tour. Unfortunately, he's got to go to a couple other places. He can't hang out here all day.
I wish I could stay.
Because we got to get him to try some of the local eateries around here. But hey, guys, thank you very much for watching, John.
Hey, thank you for having me out here, man.
It's a pleasure having you here. It's an honor.
Freaking awesome.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. All right, guys, listen. You see that on the wall? We got the G28. That review is actually coming. I know I'm a little late, but I've been building a field, and I'm going to give you guys... John was talking about the wall. We're going to show you the gun wall, and then I'm going to give you a little preview of the field. So stay tuned for that. Play hard, get FUBAR'd. We'll see you soon, guys.
Call your freaking hits.
Call your hits. Call your hits. Call your hit. I don't know how to stop this thing.
Let's go.
How does this work?
Takes at the end of the videos.
Yeah.